Hi all, this is Jack, and today we're doing Conquest Sector 2. So, this is my second attempt at this video. The first one, it went about 45 minutes. Basically, I was just wasting time with a couple battles, so didn't think you would wanted to watch that one. So, instead of doing that, I would rather just take a look at the teams that I'm using and maybe do a couple battles, but mainly focus on the teams that I'm using for the battles at hand here. So let's take a look at what I've been using in terms of the squads for Sector 2. So I've been doing an Old Republic team here. So I have evicted Jolie out of the Old Republic and I've added Zalbar, and that has helped me quite a bit. You know, Jolie wasn't really adding too much because when you're calling with Jolie, you can only call it Jedi, so it wasn't really helping that much. And I would much prefer Zalbar being a tank, would be able to withstand a couple more hits. So this team plus a couple of my data tests that I've got that are adding some bombs, for example, and some debuffs. It's really helping with Canderous there, as well as Mission and Zalbar there. So this Old Republic team is what I've been using. The teams that I've so far used it on are the mini bosses, both on Sector 1 and Sector 2. They tend to have less bonuses, stat bonuses, so I tend to find that they work better on those types of battles. For the Sith Empire team, I've basically kept the same team. You can add Sith Assassin here. Sith Assassin in his basic does a evasion down, which is part of the feats there in Sector 2. But the most important one is BSF. BSF does evasion down on her fear, and she does evasion down for all against all the tunes, all the enemies. I guess I didn't really go over the feats here for Sector 2. If you're not aware of them, they're pretty easy this round. Sector 2 feats. We've got score at least 200 critical hits, defeat 50 enemies with droid units, win 14 battles with a full squad of light side units, and attempt to flick evasion down 40 times. Attempt being the key word here. So going back to the squads, using BSF, she doesn't always get the evasion down debuff, but it just happens to be attempting to inflict it, and it counts against the feat. Obviously, with the full Sith Empire team, you're also getting the global feat Sith Empire, as well as any kills from Darth Revan and Darth Malak. You're getting kills, the global feat for those two kills. So in terms of this team here, I mixed it up a little bit. This is a Scion leading, which doesn't have a leadership ability. So Scion, Nihilus, LV, Darth Vader, and RG. So RG is there for tanking, obviously. Darth Vader is there to get some critical hits. So when he goes into Merciless Massacre, here we go. He gets 50% critical chance up. And so with the critical chance that he's already got, which mine has 61%, plus 50, he's over 100. He's getting 5 crit hits every time he does it. So it's a good way to get a couple crit hits, as well as obviously Scion and Nihilus do not have. Scion doesn't have a leadership, so you're getting that global feat, and as well as having the team with Scion and Nihilus in the battle, they have to survive, but having them in the team gets that global feat there as well. Going down the list, we have the Rebel team with Old Ben as the 5th. This team here is actually the best team, I would say, in Sector 2. You have CLS, Han, Chewie, Chupio, and Old Ben. Obviously, you're going to get a bunch of critical hits with this team, and that's going to help with the sector feat. And you're going to get also evasion down from 3POs, from Chupios or 3PO, from his basic, which he's going to be using his basic a lot when he's assisting, as well as Old Ben's basic. Old Ben gives evasion down as well on his basic. And then you're really going to also get kills by kills by droids. So Chupio is considered a droid, so any kills by him would count against the kills by droid feat, the sector feat. So going down the list here, I've got the Bosk, SOJ, Grief, Mando, and Finnick. So it's, there's some, I probably should rename this. I did have originally Zam instead of SOJ, but really, I quickly got I quickly got the evasion downs with the other teams that I had composed, so I really didn't need any more evasion down. What this team ended up doing for me was any feats, for example, the mini boss. Let me open it up here. The mini boss had a feat win without using any Jedi, Sith, or unaligned Force users. Obviously, the bounty hunters are counting for that one. So that's when I used the bounty hunters for, and it worked pretty well. Having the boss lead here, that mini boss there is actually pretty fast. They don't get any pre-filled Terminator, I don't think. I think they're just really fast. Um, it's not the overprepared. Overprepared is just one. I think just they just have a really fast base speed here. But anyways, when they throw a lot of debuffs like they do, your boss lead is going to basically keep your team, keep your bounty hunters healed up pretty consistently. So you can see that with whenever an enemy suffers a debuff or resist, all bounty hunter allies recover 5% health and protection. So that is basically just constantly just healing you up, your bounty hunter team. So I went in, cleared it. It was really easy, and I do have a relic 9 boss, so take that with a grain of salt. But there was like very little risk of me dying any of my tunes, so it was a good one for that feat. So I've got this full light side squad with my Ray. I got evasion down on Holdo's basic, and a couple of droids there. Maybe they get lucky with some kills, but really for this one, it's about the full the light side feat. Frankly, I used it twice, and I never got a single droid kill. So um, I'm not sure if it's really great for that. Where you're going to get a lot of the droid kills, or at least where I got a lot of the droid kills, was my Rebels using Chupio. He got maybe 10, 12 droid kills. It was pretty good. Also, this Grievous team. So, Grievous team was working really, really well. It's not the greatest team in the world because its strategy is to let Grievous's allies die. So Grievous gets pissed, he attacks and kills people. So it's not perfect. You don't get 3 stars, for example, but you do get some nice droid kills. So I was playing around this last team here, Imperial Troopers. Obviously, Dark Trooper is a droid, so any kills by him, it's counting to the feet. But I had some problems with outspeeding. I was playing around with Watt, and it worked, but it was a little messy. So, you might have something there, but frankly, you'd get lucky if your Dark Trooper gets the last kill, gets the last hit of mass assist or something. So I wouldn't recommend it, to be honest. I was playing around with it a little bit, just to see what if something would stick. What feat am I missing here? Oh, win with Star Killer killing. Star Killer surviving. So there is a Star Killer on this team. His name is Bidak Star Killer. He's from the old games, the old Republic games. And when they say win with Star Killer surviving, they mean your Star Killer, not their Star Killer. Just so you're not confused, you don't waste a battle just wondering if they meant their Star Killer. They want your Star Killer, which I don't have Star Killer unlocked, so I'm not getting that feat. But it's self-explanatory. Don't let your Star Killer die. All right, so in terms of practicing a little bit, yeah, I'm good with practicing a few battles. I don't want the time clock to go too over. You know what? Let's do the Darth Revan team. And let's go against it with the LV. Yeah, let's try this. I think maybe it's probably a little risky. Okay. Yeah, a little risky. Oof. Goodbye, Vader. Oh, no. He died quick, didn't he? Yeah. All right, I'll get the 1 feet. The 1 feet of no leadership. Yeah. The good thing about, the LV team is that he's going to throw a lot of bombs out. You can see that this guy has 20, no, 12 bombs out, but he had 20. All right, let's just do this. Oof. Is Malik going to, how embarrassing would that be? Well, he should do more damage as he ramps up. Let's see if he ramps up enough. Man. Oh my gosh. Isn't that embarrassing? This is a Relic 9 LV getting taken to the woodshed with against Malik. Oof. No, that was not what I was saying in the first video. Some of these, yeah. Some of these feats are like stupid. The amount of buffs that Malik got at the end there. He's got 50% from each of the Sith Empire allies that died. So he was basically like a Geon at that point. All right, so let's take my DR killer. It would be nice to. It would be nice to kill somebody with a droid, but I feel like that's just going to be so unlikely. Yeah, they're just going to start dying away from the. Yeah, they start dying. Get kill? Nope. Yeah. Yeah, Ray's pretty good at taking DRs down. There's a good chance you could have soloed this, but definitely solo it in regular game format. Yeah, you just want to get through though. No feats. It's unfortunate, but can we get through that DR gas wall that each of these sectors have? Alright, so I'm not going to be going for the Malgus. Um, I do have the Conquest Plus, so I don't need to purchase the Malgus ones. I'm going to save mine, and I'm going for the Relic 8 mats, which pop up, I believe, in Sector 4 and 5. So I may have to buy something simply because I might max out, but we'll play that by ear. Another Vader. Vaders are so fast. There's a slow team. There's a slow team. Okay, so let's go and take care of. Let's do a couple more battles here. I really want to show the LV team that doesn't get punished. Boy, from a Sith Empire team. Okay, let me go. Thank you. Okay, there's one kill. Oof, there's a death. No, I should have done that. Okay, so let's practice I just want to practice the LV here and see how it does. I did construct it after. I was using C instead of LV, but I feel like LV is much better in Conquest because his dazes and his dots just kill people quickly. So I want to try it out. I do have to start doing these a lot more. You do need to do this one at least once or twice a day. You need to do Sith Empire 2 to 3 times a day. The Jedi Knight Revan team 2 to 3 times a day. It's a lot of battles every day you gotta do. It's a little bit it's a little it's a lot. Okay, let's do some Merciless Mask here. I've already got my critical hit feat that I've already got. Gosh. That's what you get when you put so many debuffs from LV. They just blow up. So let's see. I don't need to kill anybody with that team. So that's actually fine. I need Nihilus and Sion to survive, and I need Sion to be leading, and that's pretty much it because I got the crit hit already. I need kills by droids here and full light side squad. So the light side squads will come. When I get them done, they'll be done. Let's try that one more time. Yeah, they're days now. Yeah, that's what I like. That's why I like using LV instead of C. All these debuffs here. You get 2 crit hits, 3 crit hits, 4 crit hits, 5. And and now they're all debuffed. They're all basically gonna die next time they move. And there they go. So it's a pretty decent team. Just don't use it against Darth Revan. Yeah. So I like that team. That works well. I was getting a bunch of crit hits with Darth Vader. That was the first time I used it, or the second time I used it. Today's the first time I was using it. You're getting a bunch of crit hits there. and obviously it's getting a couple global feeds. That's I think that's a good team to use. The other team to use is going to be your Rebels, your CLS. I don't need to use them here, but take my word for it. As I was using it, it is a very good team against Sector 2. You do not need C3PO here. If you got a decent enough CLS, which if you're in hard mode, you should, but if you got a decent enough CLS team, your Chupio is going to get some droid kills. The entire team is going to be crit hitting the entire time. And Chupio's basic and Old Ben's basic is going to be getting the evasion down. So you're getting three good feats and quickly. There was one battle I did. I can't remember who it was with, but I ended up getting 25 evasion downs or something stupid high like that. I can't remember who it was against. I can't remember who it was against, but it was one of these guys. And it was simple. It may have been the Mon Mothma. So I think that's all I wanted to show today. I'm gonna finish up Sector 2 tonight here, and then start working on Sector 3. My Sector 1's going along as well. I've got 10 left. I got the Old Republic, so I've got to do 3 Old Republic battles tonight as well. Get hopefully 15, 10 to 15 kills with them, and I'll be around the 26 to 30 range with that. So still working on that as well. Uh, oh, I did mention, I would say what I took. I just went with what Grid had recommended. Grid had recommended SLKR plus Han, plus the 3 of Talia, Night Sister, Initiate, and Zalbar, and it worked really well. It was a little dicey, but I think after 2 tries, I was able to get that feat. So I'd say that was easy enough. All right, you guys have a good morning, good afternoon, and good